Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flip Dot Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, Berg, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you live at 1:43. I know you guys haven't seen me for a little bit, man. YouTube, they took me and they put me on a little ban for a little bit. I couldn't upload shorts, videos, or do live streams for a week. So, if you guys would like to see the other content that I was doing this past week, y'all could go follow me on Twitch at the Flip Dot Show on Twitch. Wait, let me see exactly what it says. Yeah, the Flip Dot Show on Twitch. No, my bad. The Flip Dot Show on Twitch and the Flip Dot Show on Kick. So boom. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Flip Dot Show. It's your host, the most King Troy Berg, Benny Butler, want the word, want the flow. And we coming at you live at 1:44. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, man. Like I said, the YouTube ban had me locked out for a little bit. Couldn't go on live streams, upload videos, or upload shorts. Appreciate everybody being real patient with me and still sticking with the channel. Um, just wanted to give a shout out to everybody liking, commenting, subscribing, supporting, and hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there so I could throw it to you when it's in the air, man. And other than that, man, just know we got a lot of content coming this week. A lot of content really coming today, really like that. I got a lot of videos dropping today, as well as interviews this week. We got Young Moto Boss on Friday. We got P from Dago. Tomorrow we got 3K, the knee bleeder tonight. And we got the Havoc interview coming too as well this week. And just more to come, man. More to come, more to come. For sure, probably at least 6, 7 interviews this week, maybe 5, 6. Let me try to get back on that little grind with the interviews, man. Just the only thing that the reason why I haven't been doing interviews is because YouTube blocking me out. You know, a lot of people they want to be heard on YouTube, not just Twitch and Kick. But big shout outs to those two platforms, bro. Twitch and Kick. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole situation. Man, Trump just dropped the bombshell, bro. When he sat there and said that they just strike 3 nuclear sites in Iran. All I could say is, man, World War III, here we come, man. Because everybody that's making these videos talking about, oh yeah, Iran's not gonna do nothing and da 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 and all this and this. Man, it sounds good, bro. It sounds good, but at the end of the day, man, if we really do go into a war, is anybody really ready for World War III? And at the end of the day, the first thing that's gonna happen is all these YNs gonna get drafted. So yeah, man, it's about to get real, bro. All I can say is, pray, keep faith in God, and you'll make a way. But other than that, man, it's about to get real, real, bro. This is no joke. Trump definitely fucked us on this one. This is no joke. Um, and yeah, okay, they might have sat there and threatened us and whoop. But let's go back. We haven't really been in any type of funk with Iran since the 80s, since the 90s, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They haven't been on our radar like that. So I don't know, man. Like, what do you guys think about it? I don't want to get too political on here, but I would say that Trump is putting us in a tough situation, a tough predicament, bro. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we might have a lot of nuclear weapons, but so do they. And if we do have to go to war, man, is everybody ready for that? Okay, boom. So we're gonna go right over here to my good friend Rich Trapper, even though he don't like to answer, but still shout out to Trap. Um, and we gonna get right to it, man. We're gonna get right to it.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, and get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But but that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man Chris been a hater, her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weed. 3,300 on my book bag with some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe it. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot first. We heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God.
Now, wookie-woo, something. Know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking now, wookie-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you run it, swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Robert tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge though. You're not finna get in nobody's college though. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with the tap in. Make sure you are hitting that notification bell here on. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Everything we got going on. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use. College though. You ain't finna get in nobody's college though. You guys still tired? Why don't you guys go back and get some more rest? It's not. I mean, it's summertime. Y'all got. It's summertime. Just go chill. Go back and lay down. 6, come here. 6, come here. You guys go back to sleep. It's no rush to wake up. We have nothing to do. Y'all just chill and enjoy y'all summer. The kids, man, they need to get some more rest. They over here trying to inch to that video game. Nah, brother. Go ahead and inch back to that bed. Anyway, that's parenting. Parenting is making sure. Parenting is making sure that your kids do the right thing, man. I look out for themselves, and you look out for me when they ain't looking out for themselves by way of making sure they get that adequate rest. You finna jump into this content. U.S.-Iran nuclear strikes. Donald Trump has decided it was in his logic and in his good reason to poop out Iran, and now we are officially at war. So yeah, that happened today. The United States government decided that, you know what, Iran, bow, push the button on them, and now we are at war with Iran. So let's get into this content.
That the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
Welcome into Queen City News. I'm Robin Kennedy. We start with breaking news. Just before 8 tonight, we learned the U.S. military successfully hit 3 nuclear sites in Iran. This marks the first time.
So when you hit a nuclear site, not only do you mess up the actual site, but like everybody who's in the distance of the site will be affected by the nuclear radiation, all that kind of stuff. So who really knows how far this situation went, how many innocent people were affected. This is a flu, flamma, skull dug, and a larceny. Let me see this real quick. Hey, are you with me? Are you with me?
I sure am. Let me know if there's anything.
Today, Donald Trump decided that the United States was going to bomb 3 nuclear sites in Iran. If they bomb these 3 nuclear sites, in addition to the impacted area, how far does radiation and the problem spread for those affected or impacted in the area, using mileage, feet, and distance to kind of give me a general idea of exactly what's going on with the affected area as far as danger is concerned?
The spread of radiation from a nuclear site can vary significantly depending on the size of the explosion, the weather conditions, and the geography of the area. Generally, the immediate area around the blast would be the most dangerous, and that could cover several miles. Fallout, which is radioactive particles, can travel even further, sometimes hundreds of miles, depending on wind patterns. The severity of the radiation decreases as you move further away from the blast site, but it still poses health risks depending on the level of exposure.
So, in a quick elementary explanation, what does this mean for the U.S. now that Donald Trump has bombed these situations in Iran? For me being a U.S. citizen, what does that mean for the people listening to me do the news right now? I'm from Trap News Network. My name is Rich Trapper, and I'm doing a live correspondence right now. Can you please tell exactly what's going on in a quick elementary explanation?
In simple terms, if something like that were to happen, it would definitely create a lot of tension between the US and Iran, and potentially other countries as well. For people in the US, it could mean heightened security concerns, changes in international relations, and potentially economic impacts like fluctuations in oil prices. It would definitely be a big news story with a lot of global attention.
So, yeah, this actually happened today.
I understand. If that were the case, it would definitely be a major and serious situation, and there would likely be a lot of updates and responses from governments.
ChatGPT said I ain't getting involved with that. With that all being said, man, let's kind of take it back to the news.
The U.S. has attacked Iran. President Trump addressed the nation at 10 this evening, calling it a military operation not seen in many decades, and sending a warning to Iran.
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs.
Oh, bro's going full terroristic propaganda. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Terrorist
That was their
propaganda.
specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate.
Trump said Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will hold a press conference tomorrow morning at 8. Before Trump's public address, he left this message tonight on social media, stating the U.S. planes that successfully made the attack are now out of Iranian airspace and on their way home. Before Trump's announcement, Iran warned that U.S. military involvement would be, quote, very, very dangerous for everyone. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham posted this response.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so Iran says that it will be dangerous for U.S. to get involved, and Donald Trump says, all right, bet, play ball, and then drops it. Got it. All right, just making sure.
For everyone. South Carolina
Trump
Senator Lindsey
diabolical
Graham
for that.
posted this response to the attack on
Good,
Iran,
this was
saying,
the right
quote,
call.
good. This was the right call.
The regime deserves it.
Well
Well
done,
done, President Trump.
To my fellow citizens, we have the best Air Force in the world.
It makes me so proud.
Fly, fight, win.
What the
Here is Senator Tom Tillis's response to the attacks. Quote, this was the right decision by President Trump. We cannot allow Iran to build nuclear weapons. God bless our brave service members who supported and executed this mission. According to our partners at News Nation, Republican leaders in both.
So it looks like everybody's standing on business. We finna start this summer off day one of the U.S. being in the situation. Got it.
The House and Senate
World War III, here we come,
in
man.
advance. Here are the details on
This is
how
crazy,
the attack
bro.
was carried out. The video you see here is of a B-2 stealth bomber, the only aircraft we have that can carry bunker busters. Fox's Sean Hannity says the president told him 6 bombs of that type were used in the strike. Each weighs 15 tons, and they're used on targets that are buried deep underground that regular ordnances cannot reach. 30 Tomahawk missiles were also fired, and U.S. subs assisted in attacking 2 of the facilities. This is a major escalation in the conflict, with much more to develop in the coming day. And as we mentioned, Hegseth will update the public from the Pentagon at 8 tomorrow morning. Be sure to follow QC News on air and online for details.
So with that being said, man, this has been a flummery, a skullduggery, and a larceny situation. We see Donald Trump don't give a fuck about what's going
You
on.
don't give
and
two
now
F's,
the U.S.
bro.
got some cracking with Iran. That being said, though, Rich Trapper giving y'all news y'all can use. Knowledge ain't finna get nobody's college. Signing out.
All right, so like I said, bro, before we go, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you feel like we're ready to go into war? Do you feel like Trump made the right decision? Do you feel like he playing with fire and he just trying to get bracken with Iran and we trying to go up? Or do you think this was necessary? Let me know in the comment section. We're going to watch one more video about it and we're going to go to the next video. 1 second while I pull up the clip. We're going to watch my guy, man. We're going to head over to Freedom Boulevard. Give me 1 second. We're going to head over to Freedom Boulevard, y'all. And okay, boom. We gonna head over to Freedom Boulevard, y'all. Boom.
Yo, nah, fuck all.
It's my guy right here. Shout out to the Freedom Boulevard. My guy Yusuf.
Yo, what up? Usually I'll say peace, but right now we're gonna say war. That's the word of the day. As y'all know, a couple days ago, Israel they hit Tehran over there in Iran.
Yes, sir.
Unprovoked. You feel me? They've been wanting to hit Iran. I remember back in COVID, right before COVID smacked, people was all getting excited, like, oh, we're gonna go to war with Iran and all that. Like, yo, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, it was
like, who raised you?
People was getting excited.
Fucking Vikings? Like, what else do you want? That shit is crazy. So mind you, when that happened, Agent Orange, crazy white boy, he says, I can't control what Israel does. That's what you just said a couple days ago.
Yes, sir.
Mind you, he said, you know what I mean? That's our ally. Can't control what they do. And speaking of ally, what the fuck has Israel ever done for us? Like, ever. Like, that's the 51st state, for real.
True. I agree with you on that.
This content is coming to you via Al Jazeera English. Check out Al Jazeera. Y'all want to see some news that's not being put up? Check out Al Jazeera.
Shout out Al Jazeera.
All right, let's get into this.
Kimberly, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Donald Trump is approaching the podium.
Very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly
What the fuck you mean? I've been trying not to even curse while out. It's wild. What you mean? We've been hearing that from years. So
yeah,
what they doing? What you doing? Like, what that got to do with anything? Yo, on YouTube, as soon as that happened, when they first hit them,
y'all tune into the content, man.
Right? They on YouTube, Yahoo, like big head ass, pink in the brain face ass. He was like, oh yes, they have dangerous weapons of destruction, and like Bible says, you must kill people before they kill you. Like, what is you talking about? Where do it say that? Do you even read the Bible? Why is you there without Jesus? Matter of fact, can you even go into the temple? Do you got your cow? It's crazy. Why is India messing with Pakistan, but they love Israel? But Israel's eat cow.
Destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a
Why are you doing all this shit when I got everything else that's going on? Yemen, Congo, Sudan, Gaza. Oh, let's just add some extra shit on top. We're just gonna fuck the world up. Like, look at his face. Look at his face. All of them. Robots.
Yeah.
They all from the ice. Even the Latino one. You were Iceman too. Let's not get that messed up. They're Caucasians that speak Spanish.
stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight,
Now Iran is the world's #1 state. What Iran did to us? What did they do to us?
That part.
This that delusional crack of mind shit. Niggas got this mind too. The Western, what do you call it? Western, that just mean white. They just don't want to keep saying white because when they say the West, they're gonna say white, and there's gonna be a psychological thing to make you open up. Look at this.
I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military.
Look, white man, not the devil, huh? What devil mean? He just say, you know, we can't control what happened. Oh, few moments later, we wiped out Ishtaban, Shabubu. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
He was happy. It's a success.
Look at Papito right there. Papito's like, oh my fucking God.
Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong?
Papito over there shitting bricks.
What you do? You looking at bro?
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying,
now these niggas is sidekick. I couldn't even, I'm home. I still got my jacket on. I had to put that. I was listening to this shit while I was at work. It's a little bit. I'm like, y'all ready? Fuck immigrants, nigga. Y'all niggas worrying about saving some fucking immigrants where their own country do the same thing to other people that go, niggas worried about Diddy and fucking Munchie B and you know what I'm saying about this bullshit. Look at this. Look at that. We went over there for no reason,
bro.
Just for yellow journalism was called. You mean to tell me we went over there with Nazi German technology fueled by African diasporan ingenuity to help the Israelis be Nazis?
saying death to America, death to Israel.
Death.
They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs.
You know how many Americans say death to America? What the fuck? Everybody in this country that be having a flag. You ever go to other countries and do you see people rocking their flags like that? It's like treason over here. What are you talking about?
With roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people and hundreds of thousands throughout the.
When, where, what are you talking about? Why are we fucking with Iran? Shout out to Iran with their confetti calligraphy.
Shout out to Iran.
Shout out to Mahir Shala Sam, Ahmadi Muslim Jamaat. He has some art. He has some fashion from Iran. It was fire. I saw him at the Eid. You know, maybe he knew something was going on. They had that movie with Julia Roberts.
Oh yeah,
check that movie out on Netflix. They was talking about World War III. This World War IV, it's already here. In that movie, it was wild. Like it was a good movie. Forget the name. They had like Tesla cars being hacked and shit. You know what I mean? Look what happened with the president. Tesla blew up in Las Vegas. It's crazy. They had like propaganda from every country just flying in with drones. You don't know where it's coming from. China, Iran,
Middle East, and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general.
Also from the hate of America. people have died. So what did I mean? Just like, hey, yo, we about to hit the Pentagon. You heard? Like, yo, didn't Yahoo say they want to flatten Gaza?
Yeah.
They just went to go. What the fuck? Is anybody feeling this shit? You niggas still want to argue about celebrity gossip? Who's gangbanging, right?
He said, Munchie
Be
B.
ye apes?
That's a good one.
General Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel.
Yeah, we know y'all been working along. When you was in office, before you made fucking Jerusalem the whoop of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what was going on. Yeah, y'all were high fiving you. What the fuck you doing with Kim Jong Un? Everybody like, oh, nobody's been able to do this ever. I'm amazing. Just look at my toupee. Now you ever hear fucking what's the nigga name? Dennis Rodman. I put Dennis Rodman in one of these elected officials. That goes everywhere.
I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done,
and most of all, I want to thank Shaitan. Yes, Subhanallah.
Most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent.
This is crazy. Like, I almost was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the nigga not that bad. You know, maybe niggas need to get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he about to make, if you pay child support, it's mandatory for you to see your babies. They ain't go. I put myself on child support. People tell me I'm crazy. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he not that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, nah, fuck all that.
Nah, yeah.
That's crazy. What's next? Like, I'm gonna go to Al Aqsa.
You trying to play God, bro?
Machines crazy. Tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman.
You don't hope that shit. You do not hope that shit. You want to go out with a shebang.
You want to go out with a bang, bang, boom.
Yo, how many months it been? Son, and I don't want to be talking shit. I don't want to be, nah.
Yeah, he only been in there for what?
What's up, bro?
Got
your nose
what,
up that
4 months?
Of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
No.
General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack.
Look at old boy behind him.
With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace.
You just continued it. The fuck you mean? Look at his face. Look at that white delusional face right there. Does he believe what the fuck he's saying?
It look like you reading off a proper.
Delusional as fuck.
There's no logic behind this one, man. Come on, Trump.
Yo, it's gonna be peace or war. This can't go. What the fuck did Iran do? What, have their own country? What the fuck?
No, they try to try us, right?
Why Karens and shit do this? Like, what you doing over there? Or why everybody look down on niggas? We gotta be the most monetary. Look at y'all leader. This shit is bonkers. Yo, literally policing the world. Like, this is the new world. Y'all don't see this shit? This is the world order. A lot of shit y'all be talking. Yo.
Or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days.
That is a threat.
Big threat.
That is his promise. Look at that disgusting.
There'll be far more
wasn't
worse
tripping off him, man. Fuck it.
Pain.
Fuck it, man.
On Iran.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Remember, there are many targets left.
Yeah, like, oh, he can't be controlled. He not related to the royalty. First and foremost, that royalty shit, everybody's related to fucking royalty. If you're from somewhere that had a king. Kings was fucking everybody.
True.
It's literally like 9 people that most of the people in Ireland is related to, and they was of nobility. That's just how you do your ancestral DNA. If you part white, you gonna fuck around find Long John Silver in your motherfucking DNA as an American.
That part.
Foundational black. Like, no, fuck those the royal. Nah, nigga, this is Satan, nigga.
That part right
Shaitan, nigga. He's literally talking to us like Like they fucking did something. How much money? Where is this money going? Does Flint, Michigan have clean water yet?
Tonight's was the most difficult of them all by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets.
What peace?
Yeah, what
Who's
peace?
Iran fucking with? Who? See, those are the white people I don't want to fuck with. And yes, so let's make this clear. White people ain't just from England, okay? You talk to an Iranian and not try to come from a political standpoint and just let them talk. They view themselves as white.
Mm-hmm.
Original white. That's the real Aryans right there. You want to fuck around? Yo, they said they got fucking sleeper cells. Yo, I was working with a yo, you know what? I ain't gonna say that.
It's with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight. Not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago.
He feels so good about what he did.
Say, when y'all Jews were my Jews, they would just revel in their glory, be so arrogant. Not even the people of the sky can take us down. Pulling out of Afghanistan because Obama was a sucker. That's not a defeat.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers split atoms. When they pull out, just because whatever universal contract they got with the world order.
That part.
This shit, yo, I feel like a nigga needs superpowers before I put on my black beret. Like, goddamn.
Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them.
We love you, God.
And when I say God, I really mean the fucking devil.
I really mean the devil.
Let's just be honest here. Let's
just be honest here.
The fuck, yo.
The birds and the pigeons.
Is this the savior of the Jews? Is this the ones that they say is supposed to be their fucking Messiah?
And I'm praising to the devil.
God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
What the fuck does he mean, God bless the Middle East?
God bless the Middle East. This is fucking crazy.
Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, shit. That's crazy work.
What the fuck are you talking about,
What are
Donald?
you saying, bro?
You just kick shit up. They fucking throwing bombs over there back at fucking Israel. Them shit motherfuckers is just fucking disappearing in the fucking sky with the Iron Dome you got. Like, shit is crazy.
Very much. Thank you.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your...
All right, let's go back now to Kimberly Halkett, our White House correspondent, to talk us through what we just heard from U.S. President Donald Trump, who addressed the nation live about those U.S. strikes on the 3 nuclear facilities in Iran. Kimberly, we heard President Trump say that the U.S. objective was destruction.
Unknown, but as of today, Turkey is the chair of the OIC. So in the coming year,
like Hitler, Netanyahu was trying to drag our region into this. Too late. Why I keep saying trying?
That part.
What the fuck y'all think is gonna happen? Iran ain't did shit.
I think we gonna leave
that's
it right
like
there,
a motherfucker always. That's like a black man in America always gonna keep him down. I remember I was behind the wall before, and Marcelli, Italian Irish. His family was in the patriarchal crime family, right? Just so happens he turned Muslim, like outside of, or whatever. And his pops was actually incarcerated with Malcolm X. I digress. But he said a thing in the mob, where he's talking about snitches and rats, all these things come from the mafia. Actually, a technique in the mob is called nipping in the bud. Say somebody from another race or that wasn't connected to the families, predominantly the black people that might have been showing signs of rising up in Pharaoh's court, so to say. They will snitch on them to knock them off, to make them, you know what I mean? Because they don't want them prospering. Like, what the fuck is going on here? If they got nuclear energy, if they got the... And first off, they Shia over there, predominantly. They don't fuck with Sunnis. Sad.
Ankara will push for further measures against Israel in the conflict of Iran. Back to you.
Sinem, thank you very much indeed. Sinem Kosayoğlu there in Istanbul. Zoe Karasmi is Assistant Professor at the Faculty of World Studies at University of Tehran. She's joining us live from the Iranian capital. Ma'am, thank you very much indeed for being with us. Given the nature of the conflict that we're seeing at the moment and the different diplomatic efforts on the edges of that, to what extent do you think we could be seeing geopolitics in the Middle East particularly changing as a result of all of this?
So when a client comes to us with an ask to launch an influencer marketing campaign, the process is pretty streamlined. So what we'll do
yes, you see, actually, diplomacy needs the will, and still, however, some positive steps are taken from the European and also the OIC members. But at the same time, it's not enough because the act of aggression and the aggressor should be
It is not enough. You're predominantly a plague to the planet. Yes, there are some good of you. I need to invite my grandfather back so we can talk about one of his best friends, or even my father. He had a straight Irish hair, flaming. He was in the Nation of Islam, brother Saifullah. Yes, but predominantly what y'all doing and the power you hold is
recognize, and they should stop Israel from just creating such adventures. And Iran should rely on a sustainable peace to accept it, because having a sort of ceasefire that is very much actually at the verge of being broken, particularly and given to the sort of experience we had with the West. And you remember very well that JCPOA was just trashed by Trump. So Iran should rely on a sustainable peace. And I think it is very much important for Iranians to actually be acknowledged as the victim of this war. And
the victim of this war. Make sure you pay attention to that. Iran is the victim of this war.
About the order of the region, if the United States, despite the Americans' wish and also the rational experts in...
I know she got an accent, but when you gotta go back, she said, well, you said this treatment from Europeans, the West. Okay.
Actually, Trump's administration really is becoming so much irrational to intervene militarily. Then there are very
irrational. What you gonna do? Like, this literally came out of nowhere. Like, hey, see Iran, devil on his shoulder. Like, Yahoo, do it, Yahoo. You know you want to. His angel on his other shoulder. Do it.
Very pessimist scenarios for the region and for the world. At least it is propagated that they will use B-2, for example, bombers against Fordo. But they should know that the nuclear technology is very...
Y'all want us to pay taxes. Y'all want us to be law-abiding citizens. Y'all want us to have freedom of religion. This is all fucking facades.
No
bullshit. We can't do nothing. We are subservient to Israel. The 51st state.
Very much home ground, and it's not easy to dismantle even.
Literally, when have we ever even needed them? How the fuck are they our greatest ally?
That part. I mean,
site that is half a mile, underground of a mountain, and even given that it's done well, again, Iran is not sitting on its hand, so the whole region would be on fire and swear. The energy is skyrocketing in price. The economy, the global economy, as we know today, would just disappear. And even some experts think,
I can't understand what she's saying, but I know she's talking that talk. I don't know.
She is kind of fast with her words, though.
Escalation continues to just go up, then even maybe United States is in position to face save and use more nuclear bombs against Iran. And then you can understand that how what sort of actually nuclear contest would be in the region. How maybe Putin is.
Why would you fuck with the only motherfucker that you know that got?
Okay. So she just brought up Putin.
Nuclear shit.
Now, Russia does have nuclear weapons, and they were one of our allies. Now, her saying that Israel has been one of our allies is kind of unfathomable because they were people that were in our corner, kind of, but we always kind of been at odds with them. So I don't really think about them being our like biggest ally. If anything, our biggest ally would probably be Russia. At one given time.
World police.
No,
You know why we was killed when we used to read in times of antiquity? So much to the fact that it has become almost genetic memory to not want to learn. Because knowledge is power and that is a weapon. Why would they want you to have a weapon that you can use against them and the evil regime?
Getting a sort of permission to use it against Ukraine, what would run in Taiwan. So you see that this nuclear contest in the world would become a norm. And then
speaking of Ukraine, y'all talk about Putin and Ukraine and shit, whose fucking president is an untouchable.
That part.
What the fuck is to stop Putin? Like, yo, fuck this. Hey, China, you see these fucking Yankee? China like, Iran, what's goody? Iran like, yo, I was just chilling. I was just trying to light up my towns. Yo, fuck these niggas. He gonna be Iran in there swinging out the air right now, like Trey was on fucking Boys in the Hood, nigga.
That is hell.
New norm, and that would be very devastating, actually, consequences.
Israel went into this conflict on the pretext of trying to offset what it claims is an immediate threat from an Iranian.
This ain't confirmation that I ain't convinced because I've been new. So I don't need to be convinced. But yo, like, yo, you niggas is evil. Like,
that's an understatement.
And when I say niggas, I mean people. You people are evil. As hungry and conniving and bloodthirsty as Gog and Magog, yet Jews were not Jews. We're gonna do some light work on them too, man. It's in prophecy. Word.
A nuclear weapon, and then shortly.
It was 2002 when Netanyahu was talking about Iran to be imminent to develop actually nuclear bomb, and it was 2 decades ago. And even today, IAEA and also the U.S. intelligence agency director has confirmed that no intelligences could find and pursue any evidence that Iran is developing weapons. So it's absolutely rejected. And about the regime change, it's an old agenda, just always claimed by the United States, by the Europeans, and by even coalition in the region. And the fact
she's saying about a white devil. You heard? Shout out to Cypher Lotto. But y'all devils know who y'all is.
It was interesting that when they just did this blitzkrieg and just assassinated the top commanders and scientists, and they thought that maybe there would be civil unrest in Iran, it was absolutely vice versa. There is a high solidarity among the people. Yesterday, I was just taking part in the Friday prayers in Tehran, and I saw the thousands and thousands of people coming to the streets and demanding the military and the actually government.
Come over there. Why wouldn't you fucking say death to America? Do some shit like that. I don't know. Just because you say you heard something. Why? Why? How many people died after the Twin Towers fell? Imploded, whatever you want to call it. There's people today that don't even fucking know about that shit. That's
that part right there. There's still people to this day that don't even know about that at all.
Crazy. I was in middle school. I smelled the smoke across the river. It's like a fucked up barbecue.
Meant to stand firmly against Israel, and as they see the stockpiles of the missiles in Iran are doing well, and the pressure in on Israel is something that it cannot be denied anymore. So this conventional war of attrition that we are just watching is something that the West and Israel had already lost.
Zurek Hasmi, we appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed for being with us.
Like I said before, please holla at my sister Layla. Facebook Layla page, YouTube Life with Layla page. She has a petition for the impeachment of Agent Orange.
Yes, let's get him out of here.
Get that crazy.
I'll definitely click on that link.
It's too late, actually.
Let's get him out of here.
I don't want to be pessimistic, cynical, but I do like to be in reality. Just had to shed some light on that note. War. Black light out.
All right, on that note, y'all, we're going to be up out of here, man. Like I said, are y'all ready to go to war? What he just said with the petition to get Agent Orange, Mr. Trump, out of office, I'll find the link. Next live I do, I'll put it in the description, and we can do it like that, man. But until next time, appreciate everybody coming, like, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Hold on, shit, did it too fast. Until next time, appreciate everybody liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, supporting, hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there, so I can throw it to you when it's in the air, man. And we gone. Peace.